Welcome to the Principal's Test Review for the National Qualifying Examination for Schoolhead, Part 3. Make an effort to like this video, comment for questions, and share to your friends, who will take the NQuash this year. Subscribe to this channel for more videos.
So we will now go to the slides with the correct answer. So para matapos tayo by one, so dadusok tayo. So question number 1. So ano daw ang purpose ng child-friendly education program? So the correct answer po is letter D. To ensure that safe and secure places for children. So yan po yung ating sagot sa question number 1. The purpose of the child-friendly education program. To ensure the safe and secure places for children. So question number 2. A school can be considered child-friendly if, but for one, it manifests all of the following traits. So, because there's a question of if, ibig sabihin, ang hinahanap natin dyan is yung exception that manifests the child-friendly. So pag it prohibits any kid from enrolling and attending classes, hindi na po yan child-friendly. So for whatever cause, it prohibits any kid from enrolling and attending the classes, yan po ay hindi na po natin masasabi child-friendly. Okay, number 3. So what best describes a school that is child-centered? So ang sagot po ay the child has the best interest in all his learning activities in mind. So it is said that child-friendly schools with children is effective when it focuses on children, because the child has the best interest in all his learning activities in mind. So yung iba po, ito po yung pinaka-correct na sagot. Okay, number 4. Sa goal 7 ng child-friendly school, saan po dito ang hindi tama? So, hindi po tama na hindi po angkop doon sa goal number 7 ng child-friendly school na ang school mo ay requiring the people, the community to raise learning funds and resources. Okay, number 5. What of the above is not an inclusive, gender-sensitive, and non-discriminating child-friendly school? So, ang sagot po, if it gives the boys and girls unequal learning opportunities and equally threatens children's irrespective of gender, social status, religious complexion, and cultural origin. So, yan na po ay hindi inclusive, hindi gender-sensitive, at yan ay non-discriminating. Number 6. If the province of Pampanga was struck by the destructive typhoon and they postponed the classes sa lahat ng stages, pagkatapos ng typhoon, ano daw ang dapat gawin ng school head? So, visit the school and take care of the damage. Number 7. For the reason of saving time and money, what method of performing operations in the easiest and more orderly way is referred to as routine? What are the universal concepts governing operations? So, una is disciplining inside the classroom with students. Yan po ang routine. So, pag mayroon pong routine si teacher, ibig sabihin, alam na ng mga bata kung ano ang pagkakasunod-sunod. So, magkakaroon po ng disiplina sa loob ng classroom. Number 8. Teacher A, a class advisor, informs the school head that a learner with special needs exhibit a typical behavior as compared to peers in the same logical age. So meron si teacher ay nakita na isang bata na sa tingin niya ay mayroong atypical behavior, kaibang behavior sa kanyang mga peers. So ano dapat ang gawin ni school head na advice to the class advisor? So una, dapat ay they would seek the approval of the parents so that the learner can be referred to an appropriate specialist. So, hindi kasi natin pwedeng consider na special needs or hindi tayo ang may karapatan na mag-declare na siya ay mayroong special needs. It must be specialist at kailangan din po yung approval ng parents para ma-refer siya doon sa specialist. And then, saka na po ilalapat ang appropriate intervention once na proclaim or na-confirm na ng specialist. So, yun po ang dapat po yung school head. Number 9, if your school invites parents to discuss the learning experiences, the progress of the children with the teachers. So, anong goal ng primary school ang nagagawa? A, you are mobilizing the support of your community for education. So, pag ang parents ay nadidiscuss sa kanila ang mga experiences at ang progress ng mga bata with their teachers. Okay, number 10, which of the following shall be the general mode of procurement to be adopted by all procuring entity based on the RA 9184. So, ang general mode of procurement ay dapat competitive bidding. So, yan po ang nakasaad sa batas, competitive bidding ang general mode of procurement. Number 11, if what particular principle is exemplified by the process of directing and influencing group members' tasks, regulated activities. So, yung sagot po is 3 and 4 in letter C. Yan po yung leadership includes an equitable distribution of power between members of the group, and leadership allows other people to synergize with each other. So, yan po yung directing and influencing group members. Number 12, kapag ang elementary school ay mayroong issue on the sources and uses of fund, kahit honest and clean naman ang financial management ng school head, if ikaw yung school head, how will you communicate or present to the stakeholders yung sources and uses of school funds para ma-eliminate yung issue? So, yung dapat mong gawin ay to post the information in the transparency board for stakeholders. Kaya may mga transparency board dapat ang school at ito ay dapat ina-update monthly. So, yan po ang the best solution to eliminate yung issue ng source and uses of fund. Nandun po sa transparency board ng stakeholders and be updated. Sa question number 13, ito na po yung bagong DepEd order na 7, DepEd order number 7 on the appointment process. So, ano po ang pagkakasunod-sunod? So, una, ang applicant ay magsasubmit ng kanilang requirements. Then, upon the evaluation of the requirements, magkakaroon sila ng ang isang PSB ay mayroong evaluation of all the requirements. Pagkatapos noon ay magkakandak na sila ng written examination and then interview. Then, the posting of the list of qualified applicants na ang ginagamit ay code or applicant code. And then, number 5 is the release of appointment. So, hindi na makikita yung mga pangalan ng apply, makikita na ay yung special code. So, that's for number 14. Mayroong regional memorandum na na-release wherein the schools will send the participants to workshop and learning assessment. So, sino dito sa mga teacher na to ang dapat i-send the school head doon sa workshop? So, dapat yung i-send the school head doon sa workshop ay yung teacher na may pangangailangan o mayroong developmental need on the area according sa Learning and Development Needs Assessment. So, hindi dapat na ang ipapadala doon ay yung astounding teacher, yung to be promoted, yung in charge, kundi yung teacher na mayroong need, developmental need on that learning assessment. Tapos, pagbalik na siya naman ang magtuturo during the last session. Okay, ito number 15, the approach of the top-down strategic planning and management model. So, ito ay base sa concept ng rational, sequential, and analytical policy formulation ni Dr. Armando Muno. So ang correct answer po dito ay A, vision. So magsisimula tayo sa vision pag top-down strategic planning. Vision, mission, objectives, key result areas, performance indicators, and strategies. So ito po yung framework ni Murato. So pag top-down, magsisimula sa taas, sa vision ng organization, sa mission, paano ma-achieve ang mission, nandiyan yung objectives, paano ma-achieve ang objectives, nandiyan ang key result areas, at ano yung mga performance indicators. Para ma-attain yung performance indicators, ano yung gagawin ng strategies, then operating plans and actions, programs, activities, and tasks, resources required. So yan po ang pababa. Then SWOT analysis. Pag bottom up planning naman, magsisimula siya sa SWOT analysis. So opportunities, the strengths, and weaknesses. Pag nalaman yung SWOT analysis, kung may mga opportunities and threats, gagawa ka yung strategies. Taas naman. Yung mga performance indicator na nagbago na, threats, yung mga weaknesses na bago na. So hanggang sa nakuha yung vision. So yan po yung Murato's framework. Kung titingnan naman natin ito from left to right, ito naman ang full spectrum from right to left, right to left, left to right. Pag left to right, magsisimula tayo sa resources, then sa task, sa activities, sa program, action, strategies, performance indicators, PRAs, objective, vision, and mission. So, ang titingnan talaga pag mayroong pagbabago is yung performance indicators. So, yung full spectrum ng top to bottom, bottom up strategic plan. Sa number 16, si school head ay sinasabing conductor sa school environment. So, paano naman siya masasabing conductor compared sa conductor to the orchestra? Because they lead the school to develop and pursue the academic goals to be achieved. So, siya po ang nag-orchestrate ng mga teachers to achieve, pursue the academic goals aligned to the different mission. So sa 17, this examines the mentality of learning leaders to take bold action. So anong klaseng leader ang nag-take ng bold action to twist, to turn a school into a learning agency and to create a learning friendly school? Siyempre yan ang tinatawag na transformational leader. Transformational leader, mayroong gagawing pagbabago. Shifting, turning the school into an agency of learning, creating a learning-friendly school. Then number 18, sa transformational leadership, mayroong 4 naman mga actions. Ano doon ang nag-i-inspire ng people? Nag-i-inspire sa mga tao. So yan po yung para gumawa sila na you get the emotions of your people and you drive them into your vision. Na influence. Kaya tinawag siya na idealizing. Number 19, which of the listed function describes a leader? So ang leader po ang nagmo-motivate sa mga tao. The leader motivates the teachers pag-sa-school. So although ginagawa mo yung planning, budgeting, emphasizing the system, diagnosing, pero ang pangunahing function ng leader is to motivate. Because the leader motivates the people responsible for the results. The leader takes or motivates the people, the teachers, to get the results. Number 20. So mahirap talaga ang pagiging isang school principal. So many group teachers in particular have standards ang dapat gawin ng principal. So dapat si principal ay have a notch higher in information and an educational resource. So mas magaling dapat si principal in all aspects of information and resources. Number 21, ang school head that emphasizes on accomplishing assignments rather than personal relationships, yan po ay tinatawag na managers. 22, coordination. Pag si school head ay nakikipag-coordinate sa national educational officials, anong domain po yun? So, that is on building connections. Number 23, pag Ang role naman ng leadership is to reflect the community school, creating capital, tending to public affairs, attracting students, buffering and reducing external interests, and fighting for the interests of the school. So yan po yung tinatawag na external development leadership. Number 24, the type of authority that can defy the unity of command principle. Sinabing command principle, this is likened to the military. So talagang kung yung command, there's a chain of command. One person to another. Isa lang ang dapat isinusunod. So yung what can defy this unity of command principle? Yung functional authority. So ibig sabihin sa functional authority, kagaya ng school-based management, binibigyan ng empowerment si school head to create or to innovate, to attain the different goals of the department. Hindi siya kagaya ng military na kung anong utos sa taas, sa baba ganun din, straight na sinusunod. So functional authority, binibigyan ng empowerment yung mga leaders ng the school. So kung meron sa 25, if the schools found out that teachers in a certain school work in isolation and felt there is a need to end such situation, ano ang function ang gagawin ng principal? So yan po ay to communicate so that the teachers will not work in isolation. Number 26, the school head encourages teachers and staff to participate in trainings. So kapag ina-encourage ng teacher ang school head ang mga teachers and staff to participate in trainings, alam po natin yan po ay developing self and others. Number 27, pag you are influencing your teachers to act in order to achieve the goals that represents the motives, needs, wants, hopes, and expectations, what you are showing is a leadership. Influence to achieve the goals. Number 28, the following, ano dito yung pagkakaiba ng managers sa leaders, ang incorrect. So yan po. The managers maintain and sustain, leaders create policies and guidelines. So, all the rest po ay tama. Ang pinagkaiba lang po dito is because the managers is looking into the day-to-day operations. Kumbaga siya yung nag-maintain ng status quo. While the leaders are actually not creating policies, but they are the one who implements the policies and see to it that the guidelines are being passed. Number 29, if the school principal makes decisions on his own without consulting, yan po ay autocratic leadership. Number 30, Mrs. Rabon provides authority to her teachers to work. We are allowed to work with little or no interference. Yan po ay yes, spirit leadership. 31, in pioneering innovations, anong philosophy of visionary leadership is demonstrating kapag she is promoting and embracing the efforts of innovation of people with ideas. So yan po ay challenging the process of visionary leadership and accepting innovations. So she is challenging the process. 32. So ito naman po ay si Principal June, if he delegates authority, yan po ay democratic. Delegates the authority to his teachers but retains final responsibility for evaluating the process. So that's democratic. Number 33, Mrs. Jane is the head of the school that retains or continues the school status quo. So her leadership, and it is a mechanism of sharing whereby her teachers receive instant substantive compensation for carrying out her instructions. So, pag ganyan po na mini-maintain ng school head kung ano yung status quo, ang tawag po dyan is transactional leadership. 34. The school head aligns the programs of the school with the mission and vision of the department. So anong domain po yan pag naka-align ka? That means that is not belongs to the domain on leading strategically. Number 35, which of the following is not part of the vision of the Department of Education? So ang sagot po ay letter B, Filipinos whose rights are to quality education are protected and promoted at all levels. Yan po ay hindi natin makikita sa gifted vision. Number 36, as a school head, the understanding the PPST is important in order for you to help your teacher grow and flourish in the profession. So, kailan malalaman ng school head na si teacher ay applying knowledge of content within and across the learning area. Ang sagot po ay if the integration is evident, if the relations are listed in certain learning competencies in other competencies in other subjects. And number 3, the proofs of the more enter. Pag sinabing enter, pamagitan ng dalawa, interdisciplinary and transdisciplinary po yung kanyang knowledge. Yan po ay ibig sabihin si teacher ay applying knowledge of content within and across the curriculum. Number 37. So, si school lead ay instructional leader or supervisor. Alam niyo dapat paano siya mag-assist sa teachers on the assessment as an integral part of teaching and learning process. So, sa assessment, you have formative and summative assessment. Dito, paano malalaman ni school head that a teacher design, select, organize, and use the diagnostic, formative, and summative assessment strategies. So, kapag ginamit niya po yung lahat. So, reflection, mayroon siyang learning stations, mayroon siyang research. So, ang research ay isang bahagi ng assessment. Ito na po in-encourage ngayon sa matatag curriculum na learners will solve real world problems. Kaya in-encourage ko yung research, yung reflection journals. Utilizes assessments that will identify learners' strength, so that's undifferentiated instruction, weakness, knowledge, and skills prior to the instruction. So, diagnostic pa lang. So, mas more kung gumagamit siya ng 21st century skills in diagnostic, in diagnosing the learners. And then gumagamit siya ng summative assessments. Pag performance tasks yan, the teacher is using rubrics. And gumagamit si teacher ng varied assessment tools because one tool does not fit all. So, yan po ang makikita natin na ang teacher talaga ay nagde-design, nagse-select, nag-organize na diagnostic, formative, and summative assessment strategies. For 38, in administration and supervision of the guidance program, the principal has a major role. So, ano yung role ni principal? The correct answer here is both statements 1 and 2 are sufficient to answer the question. So, para masagot yung tanong mo, what are the role of the principal? Okay, role 1 and 2, developing the learner's spiritual well-being and leading the teachers to develop the comprehension of the children's behavior. Yung dalawang statement po yan ay sapat para masagutan yung question sa taas. Number 39, which provides a strategic roadmap for the DepEd to follow to improve the delivery of quality education and experience of learners in the basic education learning environment. So, DEDP po yung sagot. That's DEDP 2030. So, meron lang pong clerical error. The Basic Education Development Plan ng 2030, yan po yung ating strategic roadmap which is naka-align po ito sa matatag, maginhawa at panatag na buhay. Strategic roadmap ng Pilipinas. At ang Basic Education Development Plan, yan po yung contribution ng DepEd doon sa ambisyon 2040 or the Basic Education Development Plan. Ito yung contribution ng DepEd sa ambisyon 2040, yung matatag, maginhawa at panatag na buhay. Kaya din lumabas yung matatag. 40. The following are the characteristics with the exception of one of the current model of teacher professional growth and capacity building. So, yung exception po yung hinahanap dito. So, the move from the bottom to a consolidated and workshop model based on central office results. So, ito po ay yung hindi model. Yan po yung hindi. That's one of the exception of the current model of teacher professional growth. Because we are not conducting professional growth based on the suggestion of the central office, but we are conducting professional development based on the need of the teacher. Ano ang need na teacher? During the LDNA, yun po ang ginagawa ng development program. Ano ang need ng teacher? Yun yung dapat yung training na dapat yung attend. 41, ang actual teaching classroom hours should not exceed 6 hours. So, yun naman po natin. 42, kailan dapat ma-organize the school head? or kailan dapat ang homeroom advisor at ang parents mag-organize ng homeroom PTA with the approval of the school head. So, ang sagot po dito is 15 days. Yan po ay base sa DepEd Order 54, Series of 2009, or the revised guidelines governing the Parents Teachers Associations of the school head. So, sa loob ng 15 days from the start of the school year, ang homeroom advisor and ang parents shall organize the homeroom PTA with the approval of the school head. The elected presidents of the homeroom PTAs and their respective homeroom from the start of the school advisors shall elect the board of directors naman. At the start of the school year, 30 days naman ang board of directors shall immediately elect among themselves the executive officers of the PTA on the same day of their election to the board. So number 43, the research that explores actions that are relevant to address the school or classroom issues, yan po ay action research. Kapag ito naman ay research that aims to explore a phenomenon with the hope of understanding it more, yan din po ay action research. Ito naman ay 45. This part of the research aims to present existing information about the phenomenon. So anong bahagi naman ng research ang represent ng existing information about the phenomenon. Yan po ang review of literature. 46, this part of the research aims to present the necessity to conduct the research. Saan po natin yung makikita? Nandun po sa introduction ng rationale. Number 47, this part of the research aims to present the process which the papers have taken in order to answer its questions. Yan po ay sa methodology. And then number 48, this statement presenting the main research questions sa quantitative research. Yan po ay hypothesis. In a qualitative research, the statement presenting the catalyst which determine the flow of the research. Yan po naman ay assumption. Number 50, the school principal that wishes to determine the effect of gender of students on participation in school activities. Anong wishes ang dapat ang gawin? So, dalawa po kasi kasing factors, the effect of gender in gender of students and yung participation sa school activities. Yan po ang dapat niyang gawin ay correlational research. Sa 51, the school principal wants to explore the perception. Perception ang pag-uusapan, yan po ay descriptive research na dapat gawin ng school principal. 52, if the school principal wants to determine the ways and norms of common among mathematics teachers, pag pinag-usapan ang culture, yung ways and norms, yan po ay tumutukoy sa ethnography po ang kanyang research design. The school principal that uses a survey questionnaire, syempre po ay quantitative study. If the school principal uses interviews, alam po natin that is qualitative. If ang dalawang study or ang isang study that uses two interventions, A and B, ay sinabing there is no significant difference. Anong ibig sabihin? Ibig sabihin, yung dalawang interventions, parehas ang kanilang. Number 56. Ito po ay naglalayon, it aimed at enabling the acquisition of basic education competencies for all Filipinos. So yan po ay yung education for all. Kailan po na-establish o na-launch yung PCART? Yan po ay noong year 2002 through DepEd Order 45, revolutionize the basic education that every child becomes a successful reader by the end of grade 3. So yan po ang purpose ng PCART. 58. How many days do I receive of request by the school, the issuance of school, official school documents? So, yan po ay 15 days from the receipt of request. So, with the passing of the Anti-Red Tape Act, so, meron po tayong 3, 7, and 20 days. 20 days doon sa mga medyo technical na mga request. Pero pag hindi kaya naman po, that's within 3 days, 7 days. 59, yan po ay tinatawag na learning management plan, yung document the focus in the learning composed of the professional development plan of the school head, yung PD plan ng teachers, at yung student development activities. Learning management plan. 60. How does the learner-centered perspective view people in school? So, motivated po ang mga tao to achieve the institutional objectives. Number 61, what should learner-centered teachers acknowledge among pupils? Kapag ang teacher ay learner-centered, so dapat alam ni teacher na ang bawat bata ay mayroong sariling competence. Ang focus niya is doon sa learner. Yan po yung instructional design framework natin. All our strategies, all our actions in the DepEd are focused on the learner. Kaya tinawag natin na learner-centered. So si teacher ay dapat mayroong feeling of personal competence. Yun po yung dapat nyo acknowledge kami mga competence. Yung lahat ng bata ay mayroong sariling kakayahan. So pag 62, use to communicate possession vacancies. So pwedeng ito po ay advertisement. Number 63. So ito naman ay may tungkol sa BMEF or the Basic Education Monitoring Evaluation Framework. So sa school head, paano mo may implement ang BMEF sa different programs, project and activities. So as a school head, you should oversee and manage the overall conduct of the monitoring and evaluation in the school level. Lalong-lalo na ngayon, yung implementation ng matatag curriculum, yung school-based training of teachers, hanggang sa school level po, monitor po ang central office, ang regional office, at ang division offices. So, ang BINET po ay fully functional. So, utilizing the Kirkpatrick model level of evaluation. 64. Which of the following can create trust among teachers? So, lahat po niyan ay nakatutulong to create yung pagtitiwala sa mga guro. If you make the teachers understand the role and the role of teacher, they create a structure that is clear and they are allowed to engage in ways that make them better. 65. What do we call the teachers who do not see any reason for improvement and have little motivation for improving their competencies? Ang tawag po sa kanila ni Paulo Freire ay dropouts. According to Paulo Freire, yung banking model ayaw niya doon na yung teacher are the sole owner of knowledge. Hindi na po yun ngayon also. It is that learners are and the teachers are co-creators of knowledge. So, tapos yung tinatawag ni Paulo Freire na creative pedagogy, yung pedagogy of the oppressed. So, ibig sabihin ngayon, ang learners are co-creators of knowledge. So, kapag si teacher ay wala nang reason, wala nang siya nakikita reason for improving, have little motivation na ma-improve ang kanyang competence, tinatawag siya na teacher dropout. So, sa bawat level naman ng teacher, si school head ay mayroong intervention sa bawat level ng teacher. So, pag si teacher ay dropout, si school head ay mag-encourage sa teacher to improve and motivate the teacher's competencies. What kind of action research is meant to identify possible causes of poor academic performance? So, if you want to identify kung ano yung mga dahilan ng poor academic performance, it's simple, that's diagnostic. Which of the following tests will provide information on how well the objectives are learned? Yan po ay formative evaluation. 68. DepEd Order Number 8, 2015, Learning Standards ay mayroong content, mayroong performance, and mayroong learning competencies. So, ngayon sa matatag lesson plan, makikita niyo po, mayroon pa rin ganyan, yung content, performance standards. Which of the following questions is not answered by performance standards? So, dito. Yung hindi nasasagot ng performance standard ay yung what should learners know? Because ito ay nasa content standard. So, what must learners do? Performance yan. How do the learners apply? Performance. How will learners do the work? Performance. 69, what assessment methods can be used before the lesson? So ano po yung pwedeng magawa na assessment methods that is before the lesson? Siyempre, ang hindi po dyan pwede ay ang performance task. So yung tamang sagot po ay games, pwede siyang use sa games, mag-interviews at KWL activities. Ang performance task po ay nasa after the lesson. 70. Which of the following are requirements for recruitment and selection process according to vetted order? So, syempre, andun pa rin ang academic records as one of the requirements in education, including the license, ang teaching experience kahit wala. Personal references nandun lang yung sa PDs. 71. It is a free online tutorial platform for learners given by excellent and inspiring educators who assume the role of facilitator. Ito po ang ito lang. Number 72. Si performance-based bonus ay pwedeng pro rata except kapag ang employee ay nag-leave for the entire year. So wala talaga siyang makakita. 4 months pro rata basis. 73. The following are the basis for the non-payment except newly hired. So, yung iba dyan, that's basis talaga na hindi sila magbibigyan ng TBD pag hindi ka nagsabit ng SALN. Mayroon kang unliquidated cash advances at you have an incomplete RTMF document. Yan po yung mga basis na hindi ka mabigyan ng TBD. Newly hired is not a basis for the non-payment account. The school-based feeding program have the following objectives except the promotion of milk consumption. So, yan po ang exception. Number 75, the school-based feeding program complies with the Republic Act 11037. So, yan po ang masustansyang pagkain para sa batang Pilipino Act. Yung 11037. Make sure na ma-recall nyo po. 11037 ay masustansyang pagkain para sa batang Pilipino na school-based feeding program. Punta tayo doon sa buildings. Ano ang standard classroom size for elementary and secondary schools? Ito po ay 7 by 9 meters. According sa DepEd Order number 64 series of 2017. 7 by 9 po yan. Same po doon sa acceptable standards. So ano yung exception doon is yung concrete door jumps. So hindi po tayo nakakita ng door jumps na concrete sa classrooms. Then according naman sa same DepEd order, ang classroom building ay dapat nakaka-withstand ng wind velocity of 250 kilometers per hour. Okay? So doon po tayo sa the maximum indirect costing percentage that can be added in a budget costing of the infrastructure project. Base po sa DPWH, 12% po yung maximum. Then the DepEd Order number 40, Series of 2012 establishes the Child Protection Policy Committee in schools. DepEd Order number 55 naman ay nag-establish ng Anti-Bullying Committee. So kanina, that is DepEd Order 40, Series of 2012 yung Child Protection Policy Committee. Then yung DepEd Order 55, Series of 2012 establishes the Anti-Bullying Committee. So the maximum number naman of pages is 40 for the self-learning modules that cover 2 or more related most essential learning competencies. Number 83, pag sinabmit ang SLM na mayroong evaluation, for evaluation, ano ito dapat na nakalagay? Ang watermark, evaluation copy for DepEd. Then ano ang mga colors, how many colors yung arts, math, and science. Okay. So next, 85, kapag mayroong pandemic at gusto ng isang private school na mag-temporarily stop its operation, ang kanyang document na sasubmit sa regional office ay notice of temporary closure. Then bago naman ang learning support aid ay makakuha ng experience and points, dapat meron muna siyang 6 months service. 87. Sino ang pwedeng mag-avail ng 500 peso medical allowance? Sabi yung found guilty daw of offense. How many days equivalent salary is given to teacher assigned to places declared by President as calamity areas? So yan po ay meron siyang 5 days equivalent salary. For 89, anong law ang nagpo-prohibit para ang school ay ipangalan sa living person? Yan po ay RA 1059. Then ang namang law ang establish ng Adapt a School program, that is RA 85. 91. What is the ideal pupil-teacher ratio for the gifted class? 30:1 to 35:1. Okay? Okay, what leadership style is being shown if a principal put emphasis on performance but low emphasis on people. Then number 93, it is the use of internet to post vacancies. Yan po ay online recruitment. And then, ano ang the least priority in selecting our vacancy? Least in priority. Number 95, which of the following is not included in the DepEd rationalization plan? Yung sa ERA. Number 96, if the school has met all the standard requirement for accreditation, shall be granted po yan for 5 years. Ang reaccreditation naman ay another 5 years. Which of the following can be acted upon to the grievance machinery? So 1, 3, and 4. So pag yun, hindi na po yan kasali sa grievance. Kasi pag yun dito. Number 99, in which of the following will be the results of effective school performance management and leading teams to achieve positive results? So 1, 2, and 3, lahat po yan ay leading the teams to achieve positive results. Then 100, kailan dapat o kailan pwedeng mag-submit ng formal charge ang isang disciplinary authority? Only after the preliminary investigation if the prima facie case exists. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video to friends so that they can help them and review.